So we've spawned and we've entered the survival world, and it's very similar to real life really. We have the day with the sun that gets up in the air, and then it goes down at night when the evil dark things come out. So because this is a survival game, the very first thing that we're going to need to do is look for a place to live. Now Minecraft is split into lots of different biomes, which are areas. So we've been very lucky to spawn in quite a diverse area. So over there is some desert, we've got some jungle, rather large jungle trees, and we've also looked as though we've got snow and some hills and grassland. So I'm going to go towards the grasslandy areas because, as you can see, we're more likely to find animals that we need to build things later on. And it's important that you do that. So basics on the keyboard are W forward, A back, A left, and D. Space is jump. If you hold the shift key while you move, it means you can't fall off blocks. E will bring up inventory, and there's me, my nice blue shiny t-shirt. And we're up the top now so we can see. Now this is very unusual because we've also got swamp. So we have a full, all the different types, which is brilliant for our first little mini tutorial. In survival you need materials, so what we are going to do first is we're going to pop down here, and because we have hearts, which you can see from down the bottom, you must make sure you don't fall, otherwise you start to lose hearts, and those little chickens, the chicken meter should we call it, is your hunger level, and if you get too hungry then you start to lose health. So to take down the wood, which is the very first material that we're going to need, is you're just going to hold left click and it'll start to crack, and you're just going to keep holding that. And we're going to take quite a few chunks of wood first for our basic material. So I'm going to do maybe 3 or 4 or 5. It doesn't take very long at all. So I've moved back up to the top, and as you can see I've got 12 in my hand now, and if I do an over the fine view you can see that I've got my little wood bricks there, and if I press number 2 that holds the little tree roots that I've collected, or if I press number 1 I can use the mouse wheel and I can scroll through. Anyway though, we're going to need to use these now, so you're going to press E and you're going to just click them all. I'm going to change all those by clicking shift click, and now we get 48 wood planks, and we're going to take some of these, 4 of them in fact, and make what's called a crafting table. And the crafting table is very, very important because it opens up more opportunities for you to make things. So you can see here I only had 4, whereas here I now have 9 3x3. So the first thing you're going to do is take 2 planks of each, and you just do that by right clicking, and you keep right clicking, you see you get lots. You can right click and it halves things. It can speed things up if you do it like that. So I'm going to put 3, and obviously if I click them I'm now going to get 12 sticks. Nice. We're also going to look at, just while I've got a bit of wood handy, we're going to put a ring of wood, and we're also going to get a chest, because obviously that's going to keep our things together. Now you might be thinking, obviously this is really easy to survive, what's going to hurt me? Nothing, it's nice and sunny, what could possibly go wrong? Well, that's foolish, and it isn't really very good survival technique at all. So now we're going to use these to start creating tools. So 2 sticks, obviously like 2 handles, and 1 would make a shovel. If you place 2 sticks with 3 along the top, you get a pickaxe. And if you just place 1 handle and 2 wood, then you're going to get that. That's a nice sword. And we're also going to make an axe, which it looks like an axe, as you can see there. So this is a full set of wooden tools, which are the most basic type of tools that you can get. They are not ideal, but for our starting off, and you can tools, they're fine. I always prefer sword for number 1, so if I am getting attacked I can just press number 1 on my keyboard and it just switches to that. So you can hit things with it and do different things like that. Each tool obviously is designed for different things. So if we look at the sword, that's attacking damage, it takes more hearts off creatures. The wooden pickaxe is for mining, so when we find some stone, let's see if I can see, so you can see that grey thing over there, so we're going to head down there and do some mining. The shovel is for dirt, and you can see it slightly cracks. So this is a very, very slow tool. Yeah, and we're just going to do a little bit of digging just so we've got a little bit of dirt. And this is the most rudimentary kind of block you can get. Very, very easy to collect. And we're just going to dig that out, and you can see we've kind of made like a little trench, which is nice. So if we were to now start building, which we could do, we would right click and you can place them where you want, hence the term blocks, because you can now make a nice little, they can pop down and make a little roof over your head if you really wanted to. So I'm actually going to just collect all that back up, and if you look down towards the bottom you can see my shovel has a bar, and that's its durability. So if you were to keep doing this and doing it and doing it, you can see the bars going down. And obviously wooden tools are terrible. We're going to use our axe, chop down our crafting table, and you can see it's on the floor, and you just walk towards it and you can pick it up. Now I'm going to head down here. I'm actually going to use my sword, and we're actually going to, oh, there's an apple, so there's some nice source of food. We're actually going to hit our sheep a couple of times because he gives us the resource of wool, and we use wools for, well, you can use it for carpet and other things like that, but primarily we're going to use it to make a bed. And the reason why a bed's a high priority at the beginning, and there's a nice little flock of sheep that we've got, is we can sleep at night, so then it becomes day, and then we won't get attacked. So I've now got, if you press E, I've got 3 wool. And we're going to come down here because this is where we're going to make our first probably little base, which is quite nice here. And we've got some, this is called cobble or stone, and we've got some gravel up there as well. But this is quite nice overlooking this area here, and we're going to dig into this to make our first. We're going to take our pickaxe out, and we're just going to crack through these, and we're going to make a little hole. So I'm going to keep mining this direction to kind of make like a little excuse me, kind of like a crevice in the wall so we can keep safe. And this is only going to be for our first night or so, because then we'll obviously want to make a house, because this is survival, and who wants to live in a cave unless you're a hobbit or possibly a dwarf. So I'll be back in a second after I've dug through this. So there's our little hole in the wall, and I'm going to now start placing some things in here. So I'm going to place down my crafting table, and from all that mining that we did just in the side, and you can see it's starting to get slightly darker. See, that's starting to go down. So I'm going to work a little bit faster now, because we don't want things attacking us. So we're going to make a door shape on our crafting table, so it's 6, it looks like a door, and we're going to take our door and we're just going to place it, well, probably there for now will do, and then I'm just going to put some cobble to the side. Just place it down on your action bar, and we're just going to keep a space there because I actually want to be able to see out, and we're going to spend our first night. Well, we're going to watch the sun go down and you can see what happens. So we haven't got any sources of light at the moment, so we are in a little bit more danger. So I'm going to actually make a bed quite fast, which is 3 and 3, and we're going to place the bed fairly speedily because we don't want monsters to come and get us. So I'm going to right click on the bed, and you've got to sleep. Okay, so I'm going to have a little look outside. I wouldn't recommend just running straight outside, even if this is your first or second go, because sometimes things are around and they can fall on you. But we're lucky at the moment, we seem by ourselves, which is nice. And we've got a bed, and we've got a good source of cobble. So we're going to click on the cobble, and we're going to do exactly the same as what we did with our chest, and we're now going to make a furnace. And the furnace is exactly how it sounds. It's going to make to cook things. Now, we don't have any fuel as such yet, so we're going to get some logs. So I like cooking with logs. We're also going to place our chest. Where should we place our chest? I'll dig a little hole here for it. There we go. Because it's no good us using wooden tools all the time. We need to upgrade. So we're going to upgrade all of our tools to stone. So it's exactly the same, but now we're just going to use stone. So now we've got a stone one instead of a wooden one. And really we need to get rid of these wooden ones now, and we're going to replace them all with stone ones. So 1 and 2 for a stone sword. And we're also going to make a stone axe. Oh, we need some more sticks. So if you remember, sticks are just 2 wood, and you get 4 sticks, which is quite a nice little turnaround. And we'll have 1 of them. So we now have a full set of these. Now, in case we die, or for whatever reason, I'm going to put all these back in here, just in case, and our saplings. And I'm going to put our rose that we collected and seeds, but we're not going to worry about that. I'm going to keep the apple, keep these for building materials for now as well. The next most important thing is a source of fuel for light. In Minecraft you can't explore in the dark because it's much more dangerous. So you need fuel. And there's 2 ways you can do that. You can dig down or into caves to find coal, or you can just use wood, which we're going to do. So I'm going to chop down this tree with the axe. So if I show you with a shovel, it takes much longer. So with the axe, that's obviously more suited to the job. We're going to chop down all this wood, and we're going to go and use these 6 pieces of wood here. If you tap forward, so WW, you run, but then you can lose a little bit more. And you can see it's dark in here, it doesn't look very nice. So what we're going to do is, we're going to use some of our wood, half them, and we're going to put the planks on the top. And you can see now our furnace is lit up, our little burning meter, and it's going across on the side. And here we're going to produce a fuel, which is charcoal. Charcoal is great. I'm going to put a little bit more on there because you can see they're going down. Actually, I'm going to take those off because in here I have some saplings, and I'm pretty sure saplings are pretty good at burning. So you can see we've now got 3 charcoal, pretty good. And you can see the furnace actually lights this room up, which is quite nice, which obviously makes it easy for us to see. So 2 more. Come on. Nice. So we're now going to make a torch. So that's 1 stick and 1 charcoal, and that produces 4 torches. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and just make as many torches as I can. So we've got 8 now. And 1 more there. So I'm going to make as many torches as I can. So I'm going to make 2 more sticks at least, which will give us 4 and 4. Now if you're in a bit of a twist and you don't have a crafting table out, you can actually just make torches in your hand by just putting the sticks and the charcoal. And I want all the charcoal because we're about to do some mining soon, because this is no good. We don't have any resources or anything really at the moment. So we're going to put our torch, just right click and place it there, and this lights up the room. We'll put 1 above our bed as well. You can dig with any object, but obviously the tool which is best suited is faster. You right click to shut the door. I don't think mobs can get through there, and until we make a little proper home, this will do for now to keep us surviving for the next couple of days. So I think for our first mini tutorial about what to do, this works fine. I think we'll have a look at mining next, and basic exploration, and talk about what maybe our priorities should be next. Maybe you could guess. So if I come up top of our little hill, we've got swamp, hills, jungle, desert. We've only got 1 apple, and that's it. We've got a lot of resources around us. It's a lovely little area to start, and that's where we're going to stop. Better hop back down in my hole, hadn't I? Don't want to be gobbled by anything. Yep, there we go. Right click in and shut the door. and I'll see you soon.